All right, hey everybody, it is Tony and I am back, and it is time for TTM Wednesday. So let's get right to the obscure autographs that I got today. First one comes from Mr. John Sfaro, the GM and president of a car dealership in the Baltimore area. John played three very brief seasons in the big leagues starting in '83, played in '86 and '87, and his career was over in 1987 with the Montreal Expos, primarily a backup catcher, 52 games in 1986 for the Orioles. That was the most games he played, 2 home runs in the 1986 season, and was a .235 hitter in those 79 games throughout his career, 6 extra base hits. He was traded to Montreal with Dennis Martinez, a part of that player to be named later type deal, way later. Because from what Baseball Reference said, it took about 6-7 months for that trade to be finalized between Montreal and Baltimore. So that is John Sfaro. Not much else to say about him. One of those guys that, he signs. I pulled this card out of a pack of 1987 Topps. Time to send to him. All right, next one is Garth Ehrenberg. Garth played 9 years in the big leagues. Was drafted by the New York baseball team in the Bronx. Sorry, I say Yankees. I don't really care. 8th round draft pick in 1973 by the Yankees. In '76, he was left unprotected and was the 41st pick in the expansion draft by the Toronto Blue Jays. Love Toronto. Toronto's a great city. But that's a conversation for a different time. Terrible ballpark, but great city. Garth Ehrenberg played in 931 games throughout his career. Was a platoon player. Played pretty much everywhere throughout his career. Except pitcher and catcher, it looks like. He was also a guy right off the bench for pinch hitting roles, platoon player, .258 career hitter, 20 home runs, 238 RBIs throughout his career, 125 doubles, a doubles machine. But one of the most important things, he struck out less than 300 times throughout his career. 2,450 at-bats and only struck out 298 times. Amazing. And his only postseason appearance back in 1985 was 2 for 15, scored a run, walked once, and struck out 3 times in that ALCS against the Kansas City Royals, who went on to win the World Series that year. Next obscure autograph that I got, Matt Morillo, I believe is how you say his last name. His grandfather, Lenny, played for the Cubs. And before Lenny passed away in 2015, he was the last member of the 1945 Cubs team that played in the World Series before 2016, that long drought. You've heard it. You've heard it all. He played on that team that lost to the Detroit Tigers. But back to Matt. Matt came up with the Chicago White Sox out of UNC. He came up as a catcher, played first base, played designated hitter. He played anywhere, and then was dealt to the Cleveland Indians, where he played just 4 games, 1 hit and 10 at-bats. He was traded to the Tribe for some guy named Ken Ramos. Ken Ramos played briefly in the big leagues, if at all, if I remember right. Let me click on his name here on Baseball Reference. Yes, Ken Ramos played 14 career games with the Houston Astros. But back to Matt Morillo. Couldn't find much on him past 2015 when he was managing in the low ranks of the Baltimore Orioles organization. Matt had 7 home runs, 59 RBI, batted .234 throughout his career. Never played more than 80 games in his career. Wrapped up his career in 1995 with the Minnesota Twins, 76 games that season, 195 at-bats. So that's what I have for today. Very obscure TTMs today. So thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great day. Bye-bye.